things we all must do is we must study our actions. Most people don't realize their actions is what's actually brought them to the place where they are. But more than just studying your actions, you want to study your thought life. You want to study your behavior originator. The originator of your behavior is your thought life. In other words, you are what you think about all day long. Okay, you are what you think about all day long. So this morning, I want to challenge those of you who have made a commitment. I'm going to live life effectively. I'm going to be considered an effective living ambassador. Who's an effective living ambassador? This is a person who is committed to having it all: faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. This is a person who is committed to having nothing missing, lacking, or broken. This is not a person who is trying to live a facade where they look good on the outside, but they're frustrated on the inside. I'm doing the inner work. Can I get about 5 of you to this morning just to write that down and say, I am doing the inner work. I am doing the inner work. In order to become the person that you are destined to be, it is important that you do the inner work. Most people are blaming their position on the outside, the external factors. The external factors matter, but it doesn't matter as much as the internal factor. Okay, when you can accept this truth, okay, when you can accept this truth, if God be for me, who can be against me? That whole idea would have you to leave your home understanding that even though the weapon form, it will not prosper. Okay, even though the weapon form, it will not prosper. So you gotta know winning is a part of your DNA. Okay, winning is a part of your DNA. Now, if you don't expect to win, you decrease your chances of winning. Okay, if you don't expect to win, Felicia, if you don't expect to win, Mother Katie, if you don't expect to win, Vito, you are going to decrease your chances of winning. The goal is every time you show up, remind yourself a new day is an opportunity to begin again. Every day you get up with anticipation. You get up with anticipation. I'm going to win. I am going to win. It is the will of God for me to win. Okay? Hey, listen. I am not going to play small when small is not in my DNA. Okay? When small is not who I am at my very core. Most people most people are not expecting to win, Jamal. Most people, Karen, aren't expecting to win. Most people are just hoping. Most people are just, well, you just never know. You just never know. Let me tell you, if you haven't gotten Minister Carol Crockett's book, Watch Your Words, the power that presides in your words, the whole concept of you never know is not the verbiage to which you're going to hold on to. What you're going to hold on to is, I see something. Hello, somebody. And I am in pursuit of it. That's the reason why we're all encouraged to write the vision. We're all encouraged to write the vision. The Bible goes forward to say, Pastor Claire, write the vision and make it plain. In other words, capture what you're in pursuit of. What's going to be your motivating factor for getting up today? What's going to be your motivating factor to get the most out of this week? What is going to be your motivating factor that's going to cause you to close this year strong? What are you in pursuit of? Do I have about 10 of you that says I'm in pursuit of something great? Hello, I'm in pursuit of something great. I'm talking about paying off your home. I'm talking about debt-free lifestyle. I'm talking about taking control of your health. I'm talking about breaking generational curses. I am talking about exceeding expectation on the job. I'm talking about starting your own business. I am talking about being the person you dreamt of being. I am in pursuit. I am in pursuit of greatness. I am in pursuit of greatness. Now, here's what that's going to demand. Here's what that's going to demand. That's going to demand that you evaluate and assess why you are where you are. Okay, I've been doing that, chipping away, and I've been looking at me a little bit deeper than I've ever looked at me. And what you and I, all of us have to do is we have to look at ourselves a little bit deeper. Most people are pointing the fingers when the truth of the matter is, it's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Miss Linda, do you know that song? It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. I need God more now than ever because I've discovered that my greatest challenges are not external. My greatest challenges are internal. My greatest challenges are internal. And oh, wretched man that I am, who's going to deliver me from me? So Jamal, the goal here is to assess, where did my thinking pattern come from? Where did my behavior originated itself? Because I want us to move to this place where we no longer say that's just us. The whole thought of saying that's just me is so limiting. That's strong right there. Pastor Clay, you think that's strong? Felicia, do you believe that's strong? Jocelyn, think about that statement. Think about that statement and think about, how did we come about with the whole statement, that's just me? When I say start thinking for yourself, I know I was never, listen, I am too brilliant to be broke, sick, and frustrated. I got too much going on for me to not hit the millionaire status before 50. Hello. Why am I living so normal when greatness preside within me? How many of you have asked that question? How many of you, or have you been conditioned to believe that you can't ask that question? Have you been conditioned to believe you can ask yourself that question? How many of you have found yourself now being comfortable to ask this question? Write this question down. Okay? Someone is going to win. That's a question. Someone is going to win. Okay? Someone is going to win. Someone is going to acquire greatness in the earth. Someone is going to be a Hall of Famer. Someone is going to be a millionaire. Someone is going to pay off their homes. Someone is going to send their kids off to college. Someone is going to live stress-free. Glory to God. How many of you want stress-free living? Stress-free living should be all of our pursuit. Someone is going to owe no man anything but to love them. Someone is going to break the boundaries of sickness and frustration. Someone is going to live above the norm. Hello, above the norm. I don't want to live within the norm. I want to live above the norm. Someone is going to succeed in all that they put their hands to. Now, here's the deal. How many of us find it challenging to say, why not me? How many of us find it challenging to say, why not me? Why not me? Write that statement down. Why not me? Someone in the family is going to be a game changer. Why not me? Someone is going to pay off their home. Why not me? Someone is going to send all their kids off to college and don't be stressed out about it. Why not me? Someone is going to live a long, healthy, progressive life. Why not me? Listen, guys, someone is going to break the generational curse. Someone is going to live beyond the norm. The question goes out to each and every one of us. Now, how many of us finds ourselves struggling with that question being answered by ourselves? And you know, if someone is going to, then why not me? Why not me? That's the question. Why not me? So here's what I want you to look at today, and I'm done. I'm done in 5 minutes. Okay, don't go nowhere. 5 minutes. If you're on my YouTube channel, share this with somebody, because there are so many of us living below our potential. So many of us are settling. Oh my Lord, I was thinking about how much I've settled over the years. And then, you know, somebody said, oh my God, you're showing up yourself. No, I'm no longer showing up myself. I'm becoming myself. Oh, he's changed, and I'm going to continue to change. It is the will of God that I change. I don't want to stay stuck. I am 47 years old, and if there's a chance of me living another 47, I would like for it to be known that I've changed every year within the next 47. I want to change as God is commissioning me to capitalize on the days, weeks, months, and years. I am not afraid to become who God has created me to be. Now, there's a fight within me that's causing me to suppress the greatness within me. Hello, let me say it again. Somebody needs to write that down. There's this inner fight within me that is causing me to suppress the greatness within me. So there's this fight going on. Kendrick, there is this fight. Jamal, there is this fight going on. For I know within me lies greatness. Okay, that I know within me lies greatness. I know within me that the potential to make money lies within me. I know within me that I have an understanding of establishing a business, a service that is supposed to provide a level of exceptional service to humanity. But the inner fight is real. So here's what I want you to look at. Okay, I wrote this down. It's not always clear what is right. And a lot of people haven't taken the time down to write out what is right. What is right to me on my pursuit to fulfilling my destiny? A lot of times we have not taken the time to identify what is right. If you haven't identified what is right, oftentimes it makes it more difficult to do what is right. If you have not identified what is right, oftentimes it makes it more difficult to do what is right. But here's the deal. Even, this is where I'm going to close this whole talk out. Even after you've identified what is right, the fight is real to live what you've discovered. Even after you've discovered the principle, Kamara, as soon as you discover the principle, you say, well, coach, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I read that in a book last year. Yeah, I went to a seminar. Yeah, my parents told me that years ago. But the question is, why aren't you the manifestation of what you've acquired in regards to knowledge? Why aren't we living the truth that we've become exposed to? How many of you have asked yourself the question? So here's what I want you to look at today: doing the right thing. Moving forward, I want at least 10 of you to own up to this. Moving forward, I'm going to do what's right. Moving forward, I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to do what's right with my money. I'm going to do what's right when it comes to my taking care of my body. I'm going to do what's right when it comes to my social circle. I'm going to do what's right when it comes to my environment. I'm going to do what's right when it comes to the development of my mind. I'm going to do what's right when it comes to being led by the Holy Spirit. I am going to do what's right. Doing what's right. Doing what's right. I want us to take a quick minute and look at that whole statement, doing what is right. Have I gathered what's right? Okay, have I gathered what's right? Now, here's my struggle with what's right. Here's the struggle with what's right. Let's take a look at what has influenced our position on what we call right. Mother Katie, look at this. Mother Katie, listen to this right here. Listen to this right here, Jamal. Let's look at where we got right from, where we got truth from, where we've gotten principles from that we're living based on, but haven't taken the time to identify, is it right? Should I be spending my money like everyone else? Should I be eating like everyone else? Based on your body makeup, some food you should say no to when everybody else is eating it. You got to say no. How many of y'all agree with me? Based on how everybody is spending their money, some people you got to look at your money and everyone else is spending their money that way, but you got to look at your money and you got to decline. Unfortunately, I can't spend my money like you spend your money. Unfortunately, watch this. Come on, people, help me out, encourage me. I got 3 minutes. Watch this. How many of you, watch this, you can't spend your money like other people because your budget would not allow for you to, watch this, to spend like everyone else. Some people, you can't eat like everyone else because that will mess you up, okay? You know you got to stay away from sugar. You got to stay away from salt. You got to stay away from sodas. You got to stay away from carbs. There's so much you realize, hey, I can come to the party, but I can't eat like you. Some people, I was talking to my son the other day and I say, hey, listen, you got to know some people you can't hang with. Some people you can't hang with. They're not good for your destiny. Some people are not good for your productivity. Some people are not who you're supposed to be doing life with. So along the way, Miss Sybil, you got to be able to identify who's good for me and who's not. So here's where we get this whole concept of right. Where did you get your right from? What has influenced you? Let me close out with this. Number one, culture. What did culture teach you, and was it right? What did culture teach you, and was it right? Okay. Number two, education. What did your educational background teach you, and was it right? There are belief systems that was passed down culturally that have been wrong. There are belief systems that have been passed down educationally that was wrong. What have your religion taught you? That you have grasped from the text, but it wasn't the right interpretation of the text. What did religion teach you, and was it right? Did you extract the right thought from the text to ensure that you're not living to the fullest under the wrong idea? Somebody ought to cash out me right there. That's a good cash out point. I am not living persuaded. Hello, somebody. I am not living persuaded under the wrong idea. In other words, I am passionately going after doing something, but I'm doing something that's not working for me. I am, watch this. I am passionate. I'm convinced. I'm driven. I am heavily and strongly engaged at what I'm about, but unfortunately, it's not working for you. It's not working for you. So I want you to grab a hold of this. What did culture teach you, and was it right? Have you taken the time to pray and ask God, God, reveal to me what my culture is about that I shouldn't be about? This lesson should go viral. Lord, reveal to me what I was educated. Teachers taught me this, but it was limited or it was wrong. Two things. It could either have been limited, meaning it was not the truth you need to live by forever, but it was a truth maybe only for that window of time while they were teaching you, and you need to elevate your thought life after they have expressed that and move on to a higher place. Some people never got that revelation. Then religiously, the Bible says this. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. Study to show yourself approved. A workman need not be ashamed, rightly dividing, because you can wrongly divide. You can wrongly divide. So the whole pursuit now is to make sure that you're not passionately going after something with wrong information. Ain't that good? Ain't that good? I'm telling you, somebody's gonna bless me with lunch today. So here's the deal. So watch this. Upbringing. Somebody said, I was taught this. My mama taught me this. My father taught me this. When I was a kid, I was taught this. Your upbringing has influenced what is right to you. Okay? And a lot of us, we're suffering because of our upbringing, because we're holding on to what has become generational ideas. Okay. And a lot of those generational ideas, we're passing them down to our children when they're very limited. They're not the best ideas, but we're passing those ideas on because that's what we were taught. And because it's what we've been taught through how we were raised, we're passing it down. Here's another one for me, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another one: observation. Observation. Well, this is what I see. This is what I see. And here's the deal: not because you're seeing it done mean it's right. Okay? Not because you're seeing it right mean it's done. A lot of people have missed out on maximizing their potential because they've allowed their eyes to lie to them. You got to live with a deeper truth. Even though I'm seeing this is the common behavior of a lot of people, I got to live at a higher level, and I need not let my eyes deceive me. In other words, living above what I see with my natural eyes, because observation has the ability to influence you as well. So what you observe often, you start to believe after a while. Okay? What you observe often, you start to believe after a while. Not because you have observed it, mean that it is a truth to be held on to. Not because you have observed it mean it's a truth that you need to hold on to. And so you now need to take your time out, and I got to declutter my mind. I got to now unlearn, as I mentioned yesterday. I have to unlearn what I should have never learned. I have to pay attention to the fact that I am observing this doesn't mean that it is true. It's simply what's being done in front of me. The other one I want you to gather is media, guys. Media, one of the most influential element for humanity today is media. And most people don't realize television is telling you a vision. Okay? Radio programs are programming you. Okay, it's a reason why they play the same songs over and over, bring on the same shows, and there's all kinds of subtle messages that are built in there. So I'm trying to get people to start thinking for themselves. There is greatness within me. There is greatness within me, but I'm fighting against culture. I'm fighting against some bad educational information that was passed down. I'm fighting against how I was raised. I'm fighting some of the observation. I'm fighting media. Everywhere the media is saying opposite to what I'm believing, God is challenging me to do and to be. And last but not least, peer pressure. Peer pressure. How many people, in all honesty, will say, I bought the car for me and I don't care what people think about the car. I bought the house for me. I don't care what people think about the house. I went and got that degree for me. I don't care what, how many people I've heard, full grown adults said, nobody complimented me. I bought a car and none of my siblings complimented me. I bought a house and nobody congratulated me. Oh, I went and got my degrees and nobody encouraged me. Encourage yourself. Okay, start thinking for yourself. And when you start acquiring the things that God has placed within your heart for you to do in the earth, start celebrating yourself for having done those things. But that's going to have to be some inner work. You're going to have to work on you. I'm going to have to work on me. I'm working on me. And that's why I'm trying to raise up 1 million people around the world who says, listen, man, I'm going to live life effectively. Come on. How many of y'all are joining me on that mission? I'm an effective living ambassador. I'm going to live life effectively. I'm going to raise the bar. I'm going to make the rest of my life the best of my life. I'm not settling, and I'm not going to allow culture, education, upbringing, religion, observation, media, peer pressure. I'm not going to let any of it hold me back from being who God has created me to be. I'm in pursuit of becoming all that God has created me to be. How many of you can say that with confidence? I'm in pursuit of becoming all that God has created me to be. I want to challenge you. Do the inner work. Do the inner work. I have an exclusive group coaching community that I'm going to be doing some real inner work with my group on the side, and then my one-on-one coaching. Boy, there's some work we got to do on ourselves. And let me tell you something. The journey is better with friends. The journey is better with a community. I was a vegan for a while, and one of the greatest struggles that I had in being a vegan was not having a supportive group of individuals to help me do what I was trying to do. And I believe the journey is better within a community. I love and appreciate you guys. Start looking at where did the truth come from for which you're living by? And is that truth helping you? Because the Bible says the truth will set you free. The question is, are you free? Are you doing the right things to get where you say you want to be? Because here's the deal. If you're still living under cultural beliefs, previous educational understandings, upbringing, observation, religious beliefs, media, and peer pressure, you could find yourself very frustrated because you're far from who you should be when inside of you there is something crying out saying, Ricardo, release the beast. Be all that God has called you to be. Don't be subtle. Learn how to capitalize on your days. Days are expensive, people. Don't play small. Why are you playing small when the truth is the clock is ticking? The clock is ticking. You're not competing with anyone. You're trying to complete. You're trying to complete the work that is within you so that when your time is done, you're able to say, well done. You're able to hear well done because you're able to say, it is finished. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Don't miss it. I'm coming back hot. It's going to be powerful. Bye-bye.